Hey Libra, welcome to Soul Limbers. I hope everyone's having a fantastic month so far. My name is Andrea for those of you that are new to the channel and don't know who I am. Today we talk about love and, what's a collective energy? What's the current vibe with, the Libra out there when it comes to your love life? Hopefully I can get messages that really do resonate with your situation, and we explore what the current vibe is between you and this love interest. Have a look at how they're feeling, what are they thinking, what are they going to do about it, and finally draw some guidance on what Spirit's message is on how you can work through this at this time. You might be seeking some clarity or just what your next best move is. So let's have a look and see what messages do we have for Libra. And the message I'm immediately getting is enough is enough. I'm done. I'm over it. I have waited. I have been patient. I have slowly drawn back my energy and, waited to see whether this person's going to lean in and take control or pursue this. I have tried to be understanding. I've tried to bring more joy into the relationship and lighten up. I've tried so many different approaches, and no matter what I try, it seems like I really haven't been successful. There is almost like this energy where there is selfishness on their behalf, and you are trying to let go of it took its toll on your confidence. It took its toll on, your self-esteem. You started to really question yourself and whether or not you were desirable or you were wanted. No matter what you bought, it just seemed like it wasn't measuring up to make them want to feel anything or do anything. Really made you question your value, and I feel that now you're trying to heal this. You're trying to, tend to your wounds from this situation, Libra, and you're ready to experience love, but it is a thought. It is definitely a thought. You want something new, you want something different, but there's also some work that needs to be done to, you're also feeling that you need to protect yourself because you're still feeling quite exposed and vulnerable from what you've experienced when it comes to that person or to this person. So let's pull out a couple more cards and see what other messages I'm getting for you, Libra. Selfishness is definitely a word that just keeps coming up in my mind. You feel that they were just so selfish that they couldn't see what you were offering. And you're over it, you're done, but you do feel neglected. You do feel closed out. You do feel shut out and completely discarded to a degree. Maybe this person is really egotistical, or maybe they're creating this facade that they don't need you, and they're just going on about their life like nothing has happened. This situation, this ending, this if you're taking a temporary break or taking some space, they're just showing you that they don't need you in their life. And so there is that feeling of just being totally discarded by them, and that your feelings don't carry any weight, But you know what? As much as it has been a very, very difficult, a very trying and very testing, painful journey when it comes to this person, you're reaching the end of it. It has come to the point where no longer can you carry the relationship and try to make it work. You're also coming to the end of what has been a very, very painful, the impact it's had on your mental space, within your head space, and the thoughts that you started to have, that negative self-talk, that questioning who you are and what you have to offer, and the fears that started to creep up and be created as a result of the way you feel you were treated by this person, really wore you down, really lost yourself in it. And in the end, when you feel this feeling like this person got what they needed and you felt discarded, I want you to have faith, Libra, because those of you that I'm connecting with are very strong, are very determined to get back up on your feet, to reconnect with the true essence of who you are, to not shut yourself off from love. And you are going to do that. At the end of everything, you have grown so much wiser. You have learnt your lessons. You have seen the areas that you let yourself go and allowed vulnerability and fear, vulnerability in a negative sense, not in the positive sense, to creep in and take over your head and take over your thoughts and your self-esteem and your confidence. And it's something you will no longer in the future will you ever allow anyone to do this to you ever again. This is about you really acknowledging that you deserve to take up space, that your presence is powerful, that what you have to say and what you have to give is worth being respected. It's worth being reciprocated, and you're no longer going to let anyone diminish you or put you to the sidelines and discard you ever again. Very intense energy, Libra. I'm channeling something. It's very strong, very powerful. So from a very difficult situation, you literally are rising like the phoenix. You're not giving up. And I so admire the Libras that I'm connecting with today that have found so much power in their pain. And you pick up the sword, the Queen of Swords, after what has been a very, very painful ending. Those thoughts that just keep repeating themselves over and over again, and you finally close that door on those thoughts and you pick up that one sort of clarity, that one sort of purpose, that one sort of moving forward with the lessons that you've learned, and you will cut through anything, any situation or anyone that is going to treat you unfairly, because that's what this was about. This was about unfair. It was imbalanced. It was not reciprocated. You're willing to take responsibility for what the part that you played, but at the same time, you're willing to face the reality that maybe there were areas that you enabled that they did not reciprocate, and that maybe you outstayed your welcome as far as you're concerned, not as far as they're concerned, right? So they are those of you that I'm connecting with would resonate with this. But let's have a look and see let's dig a little bit deeper. And I feel that those of you that I'm connecting with today are still holding to an element of resentment and anger, potentially on, not having spoken up when you could have, not having received the justice that you did want or need, that you were deserving of. And you're ready to move on, but you still want to know that this person is going to Karma will play its part in this person's life. Libra, you felt that the only reason you may have gone to the degree that you did when it comes to this person and completely, lost yourself, let's say, in them, is because you felt an undeniable and deep connection to them. You literally lost yourself in this relationship. You felt that it was worth it because there was such a deep connection that the two of you shared. Very deep connection, very, very deep. You know, you chose the connection and put the connection above everything, including your own personal well-being, including your own mental and emotional health. And that's dangerous. That's really, really dangerous. And I feel that that's something that you feel and you see now. Thing is, the more that you gave, it was like you just kept emptying yourself and giving of because of this deep connection and this deep attraction that you shared with this person. But if you're not being replenished and you're not being revitalized and you're not, you know, it's not being reciprocated, you definitely lose yourself in it. And that's what I feel has happened here. You know, and yes, in the end, no matter how much of yourself you gave, how much of yourself you compromised for the power that this relationship had, because I feel that you felt that it was too powerful for you to deny. You felt you walked away feeling very disappointed, very unfulfilled, and just hard done by. Really, really hard done by. Meanwhile, the person that you are here for, that you're connecting with, the message I'm getting is that they may be living a life or putting on a mask that's showing to the world that they're okay, that, you know, that they're not so affected by this. Truth is that their ego, the darker side of their ego, is so dominant right now, they will not allow themselves to be vulnerable. They know that they've run their course. They know, they have this deep understanding that you have finally seen through their BS. You've seen through their fake promises. You've seen through everything, and they feel really exposed. And this could be all on an energetic level. There is this element where they feel they need to protect themselves from you seeing who they truly are and what their true intentions were. For whatever reason, the way they treated you, you're starting to see that true person. They can't hide behind the words. They can't hide behind the lies. They can't hide behind. They can no longer come in a way with that passion and that desire, and using that as a weapon to ease their way back into your life and manipulate you back into their life. They have grown tired of their very own behavior. They're not ready to face the reality of who they truly measured up to be and who they truly think they are, because who they think they are to who they actually measured up to be are two very different people. And who they presented themselves as was the person that you fell in love with. And how they treated you is, in essence, the person they really are. That's where character is built. And because there is almost this element of disgust in their actions. They don't want to face that, and ego takes over and tries to suppress facing the reality and taking that responsibility. They're just not there yet. I also feel that, you know, there's a group of people surrounding them, or there is a friend that's surrounding them that's very toxic, that is they're very influenced by. It could be a friend, it could be a family member. I'm not too sure, but there's someone that is close to them that is causing, that is kind of planting seeds of, they're toxic. They want this person all to themselves. They don't want this person to change or evolve because they're afraid they're going to be left behind. They're afraid that they're going to be, left out in the cold. And what ends up happening is this person that you're connecting with is constantly sticking up for them, or, constantly protecting them. And this really, really rubs up against you the wrong way. That could be for some of you out there. But let's have a look and see what is it that this person wants to do. What is it that this person, what's their motive? What's going on here? Yeah. You'd be very surprised to know, or maybe you wouldn't, that despite all the pain that they've put you through, despite and knowing this, even if they don't admit it, they still want to be in your life. They still want to bring this back together. They still want to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Nothing would make them happier than at least leaving things on a positive note. I feel that, they don't feel great about the way things ended. They realize that you deserved more than what you got in the end. And there is almost like this sense that they want to have this heart-to-heart conversation where they can offer you the clarity. Or maybe they just want to, they want to justify themselves to a degree, let's say. Maybe they feel that you have a very wrong impression of them. Yeah, they don't like the distance that's been created between the two of you. They feel it has been very painful. They are definitely wanting to reunite. They want to talk to you. That's what they want. They want to have an open conversation. But I don't feel that you are open to that. They want to heal this. They want to bring this back together. They are, the thought of them, they just don't know, how to come towards you and how to approach you, because you've completely shut off, like you're done, and you don't trust them. And they're trying to find a way back in. And this might be something that has happened previously, but you are no longer entertaining that. Like, you've drawn the line now, and you're seeing just how powerful this relationship is, this connection is, and how it can overpower your own sense of logic to a degree, and you're afraid of going down that path again. Wow, Libra. But they are definitely wanting to heal. They're definitely wanting to, even though there is a sense of denial associated with them, it's almost like they're resisting taking the responsibility, which is ultimately going to set them free and heal the traumas that they carry into this relationship and cause them to be an a-hole, okay? Because that's what they could be, because they bring it all with them, and they take it. It's almost like they take out their anger and frustration of how they were treated on you, who is undeserving of that. So let's have a look and see, Libra, what's Spirit's message for you? How can you work through this? I feel that, even though you're so upset and you're so disappointed and you've lost faith and hope in this situation, there's still love that lives within you that you want to explore in the future. You want to open yourself up to. You don't want to close yourself off. So what's Spirit's message, and how's the best way for you to work through this? Treasure your loved ones. Wow, what an interesting message. It is important to love others deeply. So the message that I'm getting from this is a way for you to really reconnect with yourself and heal your own wounds, and rediscover your place of power and reconnect with your own, the different aspects of yourself that you gave up to this relationship and the power it had over you, is by really really connecting with the people in your life that you really trust, nurturing them and offering them the love that you wish you had have received from this person, in reciprocation for what, it's almost like you're starved of that affection. And so finding it within yourself after you've depleted your reserves for giving of love because of this person, digging a little bit deeper to find that love within you and giving it to the people that matter the most, that are the most important, and love you in return, will allow for them, that with that openness, it allows for them to reciprocate in ways this person couldn't. And from that, you will start to feel yourself reconnecting with yourself, Libra. That's probably the first step towards you rebuilding. I'll just hold that card up for you. Alright guys, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below, and if this reading does resonate and it's something that you really, really want to explore deeper for your particular situation, I do take personal readings. Please feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are in the description box below. Bye!